Morning, guys. Well, today I decided to do a walk around the 23 tbucket that me and my father picked up. I'd say maybe like 6 years ago we bought this thing. Since then we've done a bunch of changes. Motor, different trans, different injection system. We kind of really went through it. I mean, it still needs some work interior-wise and that kind of stuff, but she's definitely a driver. Really cool car. Everywhere you go, people love the thing. But enough about that. Let's get to this walk around. Alright, well here she is. Sorry about my garage being a mess. A little bit about the engine. It's the 383 stroker. Shaft mount rockers, Holley heads. We just upgraded. We put a tunnel ram on it with the Holley Sniper kit. I think the thing looks badass now. Electric water pump, electric fan. It's the Holley regulator that I put where the old fuel pump used to be. Holley Sniper, so it's got like the little digital gauge and stuff like that. Those are the other gauges that are in it. Like I said, the interior needs some work. I mean, it's got some flaws in it, obviously. It needs some work. It's got like a 8-gallon fuel tank in it, which, you don't get too far with it, but you get to car shows and stuff. It's got a ladder bar set up with like a Watts linkage. Coilovers in the rear. It's got a 4 to 8 inch in it, which I gotta rebuild it. It's starting to leak and has some issues. Doesn't spin posi anymore. Little single belt just for the alternator. It has basically a straight axle set up in the front. It's a handful to drive, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. It's got like a monoleaf in the front, disc brakes. It's a pretty old build. Motor tranny wise though is all pretty fresh. The motor came out of a Camaro, 69 Camaro. Supposedly it's supposed to make about 4 and change. I haven't put it on the dyno yet. That'll be another video. I definitely want to get it on the dyno, get it dialed in. I mean, the Holley does great, but I'm having a little IAC issue with it. The IAC spikes to like 100 and thing just dies randomly. But I'm pretty sure it's a tuning thing that I'm just not good at. So, start her up for you guys. Let's see if she starts. I haven't started in a while. sounds pretty mean. Just loads up a little on fuel. Like I said, tuning issues. I gotta go through it, figure it out. I'm not the best tuner. The fuel system in it, I went with what was it? I went the PTF line. I went with a cheap fuel pump from Amazon. Then I went with I think it's like Little Devil fuel line or something like that. I mean, it seems to work pretty good. Definitely cheaper stuff, but it works. Oh, what was that? But yeah, it's got, you know, filter before the tank, filter after the tank, filter after the pump. So that should make it pretty happy. I mean, other than that, I mean, fiberglass body, factory frame, titled as a 23. Eventually, I'd like to try and find a steel body for it, but probably not going to happen. My dad and I have visions of building something else, maybe putting a stock motor back in this, and then putting this motor in like a Camaro or a Nova or something. Something that's hard top. You can kind of, if you wanted to drive it in the rain, you could. I mean, this thing, if it rains, you're not going anywhere. If it starts getting cold, you're freezing. I mean, I don't mind bundling up to drive it. I don't care. But my dad's getting a little older, so, and it's a rough ride compared to like a regular car. I mean, with that straight axle in the front, like I said, it's a handful to drive. I take it from car shows from time to time. I usually go with John. Sometimes with Paul with his S10. You guys should see that eventually. He's in the process of wiring it right now. It was a big wiring nightmare. But yeah, that's kind of all I have for you guys today. I mean, if you got any questions on it, feel free to ask. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the car. Like it, hate it. I don't really care. If you're in the New England area, you want to go for a cruise, let us know. We're down to cruise. Maybe get some racing off, that kind of stuff. On a private road, obviously. Well, have a good one, guys. Comment, like, subscribe.